Mm.
Well, for the final time this year, it is Thursday, and you know what that means. It is IndyCar night on ER. And hello again, everyone. I am Gary Godsoe, and welcome to Championship Thursday and Round 12, the 2024B Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series season, as we come to you today from Worldwide Technology Raceway and the IndyCar1909.com 500 for the final race of the season. Double points, 7 drivers, 260 laps, 500 kilometers, 325 miles, but only one person can be the champion tonight. Joining me in the booth is Luis Gonzalez Nunez. I hope you are excited just as much as I am coming into this. Not a big field tonight, but we got a lot of heavy hitters, and I think we're going to see a lot of action in the longest non-500-mile race of the season.
Yeah, I'm really excited for today. We have we mentioned 7 drivers that have the mathematically or something like that word.
7,
for
yeah.
The champion. So it's double header. It's double points today. So you're gonna see Piñeiro, Stanley 40, Frankenfeld, Penske is not here, so means he's out a contender. So, but we still have a Piñeiro, Stanley, and 40 and Frankenfeld around the track. So, technical track. This is the 2019 is the track in the IndyCar Series is around in this league. Multiple winners. So Henry Bennett, the first winner on this time, and Jason Broffin is the last one. It's not here for sure. It's in another business in the Pro Series around. So today we're gonna proclaim the championship, a new winner on this track.
And qualifying is just wrapped up. We are getting ready to line up to go racing. Only 19 cars have chosen to register for tonight. 18 have taken time. One has not. I believe that is our last 500-mile race winner, Matthew Weeks at Michigan. He is going to come from the rear of the field. But I think we're getting ready to line up to get ready to go racing for the final time this season. Here we go. We'll get these images off the screen here and get you in for tonight's starting grid. Chad Frankenfeld, well, he is making the early move for the points championship as he is qualifying on the pole and will get the bonus points for that. Ethan Stanley second. Ryan Scholl, let's get the music. There we go. Is third. Pinero is fourth. Leighton Norgard fifth. Gavin Hibbs sixth. Tyler Fode seventh. Ryan Campbell, normally we see him on our Tuesday night broadcast. He is in the lineup tonight. He is eighth alongside Justin Vandermarl in ninth, and his teammate, Campbell's teammate from Rogue Racing, Kyle Clinworth, who's supposed to be in the booth with us tonight, but helping the car count tonight here at Gateway. He is lining up 10th. Robert Hill, one of the producers that you normally see on some of the other races here on the Elite Racing Network. He is qualified 11th. Not bad for him. Baron Glover is in 12th. Let's see if we can get the grid to progress. Yes, very good. Jordan Owens, 13th. Hunter Smith, 14th. Logan Spath in the running for the Rookie of the Year is in 15th. William White, 16th. Presley Soares, 17th. Mark Reblis in 18th. and Matthew Weeks in 19th. Only a 19-car field, kind of disappointing for the final race of the season, especially with 7 drivers that were eligible for the championship. And one of those drivers chose not to show up.
Yeah, it's Cal Benzi's
Benzi
here. And I count Owens with 95 points. For sure it's around Owens. It's not Owens over here. So we only see Adriano Stanley,
Cody Frankenfeld, and Smith and Owens, I guess, are the 7. So Benzi not there. So there might be a shot for some of these guys to creep into the top 5 with Benzi not in the lineup.
Yep.
Here is the Rookie of the Year.
So we're talking about the Rookie of the Year. Yeah, you're going to mention soon. But
Logan Spath, there he is, our leader. Kevin Hayes 2nd, Matthew Weeks 3rd.
Yeah. So at least they are here.
All right, here we go for the final time this season, LGN. Thanks for sticking it out with me. It's been a fun season. Let's get going one more time here at Gateway. Double points final race of the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series here for 2025, or excuse me, 2024B, and an early start here by Chad Frankenfeld. We are underway. Green flag at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Panero looking for the inside of Stanley. Championship implications this pass right here, and he tries to send it, but Stanley full send on the outside. Campbell taking a peek to the inside of Gavin Hibbs. And Campbell disappears just momentarily with Fody right around him.
So check the field in the back. Everybody in the middle on the pack. Norgard inside over Justin Vandenberg. So it's kind of quite good for now restart. You know, the restart is in Gateway is hard. It's really hard. They need to at least 5 laps to get the tires warm. I remember being here in 2020, and the setup is kind of out of the world. This is really difficult, like all the season for all these drivers. So for now, the people have a good driver for now.
Presley Sora in a battle with Baron Glover at the line. He still can't get the position. This is a little bit further back in the field for 15th. Hunter Smith in a big battle right here with Logan Spath and Jordan Owens. Owens needs to get up into the field. He's in contention. Most everyone kind of about where they started. Only 2 drivers have moved significant positions, and that is Clinworth up 2 and Matthew Weeks up 2. Leighton Norgard down 5 as he's struggling at the moment, but trying to get the tires up to speed here.
I think so. It's normal to that when you coming here and thinking about it's like the same for the fixed, but this setup is made it by for this league, so it's really difficult. You know what? The funny thing is, in turn 3 and 4, you have to at least leave the throttle a lot.
Yeah. Panero on the high side now of Ethan Stanley, getting a big run through 1 and 2, the narrow end of the speedway. Oh, he really wants that position. Panero, one of the former winners that is in contention for looking for his 2nd series championship to join Henry Bennett and Alex Vanasen as 2-time series champions, along with Chad Frankenfeld. Frankenfeld also looking for his 2nd series championship to also join that illustrious list. Is Frankenfeld, Pinero, Stanley, Schold, Hibbs, your top 5. As the top 5 have kind of separated out and settled things out a little bit. There is Fody in 6th, Klindy in 7th, with his teammate Campbell right behind him. Vandermarl right behind Campbell. So when do we expect pit stops now? Okay, that's the next question. We're 10 laps into this, and really we don't expect pit stops kind of until, well, past lap 50 or so. So I'm thinking 50, 60, somewhere in there for the first round of pit stops.
They should be, yeah. I have to check my stance for sure and let you know what is going to be the first maybe scene. But mostly what you said is 50. 45 is the ideal time to coming in. Also, you have to figure out the entry is kind of easy. I think so. I think so. It's easy, but mostly people try to go into the edge or try to go into the limit over there. But the exit on the pit lane doesn't matter if you're going slow or fast. Always is a tricky exit, especially with that turn in turn 1 and 2 in between that.
Yeah, they'll have to enter on the backstretch for the pits here at Gateway. And then, of course, they exit on right there in the exit of 2. Closest battle on the racetrack now, Hibbs and Schold. Hibbs has a pole this season, but winless overall, still looking for his first win this season. Had a win last season at New Hampshire. There is Klindy, and on the inside, get the camera on Klindy. There he is, on the inside of Fody. They're side by side coming off of 2. Klindy swaps over, goes high.
Klindy went kind of high over there. Pinheiro is going on Frankenfeld. It's going close. It's just time to get Frankenfeld. Try to Frankenfeld do the move the air. I forget the word, but anyways, waving. Waving.
Yeah, move the dirty air to kind of impact the way that Pinheiro is trying to run him down at the moment. Pinheiro, his goal is to find that clean air, which he has down low, but he does not have the momentum.
It doesn't matter if you're past the first. You know what? If this race going in green, everything gonna happen. Even you can see Norgan in the first place because pit strategy. So I think so. Frankenfeld is not doing too much fight to Frankenfeld. Sorry, to Adriano.
Yeah, double points today. The winner normally would get 50, gets 100 today, so that will definitely move the line, so to speak, around to see who will have a shot at the championship. As we mentioned, 7 drivers, the top 7 in the championship, are in contention, and that's mathematical contention. Realistic contention is probably the top 5. Some severe things need to happen in order for 5th, 6th, and 7th really to win the championship. But ultimately, it's really going to come down to about the top 4. We will be trying to monitor that as best we can tonight as Frankenfeld is pulled away a little bit from Pinheiro.
We see William White in the pit. Maybe do some service or something like that. It is Tinia for him.
Yes, he is parked it. So he is day done already at lap 21 of 260. This is our longest non-500-mile race of the season.
I think so. Well, everybody's close, everyone. So especially Adriano on Frankenfeld. But I see 40 hips over there, and Kyle Klendor over there close to the
It's
battle.
a four-car train led by Schold, Hibbs, Fody, Klindworth. Everybody picking a different lane through the wider end, faster end of the racetrack, 3 and 4. Here they're looking at the low side. There's Hibbs underneath. And now Clinty's actually going to get the position as he cruises on by on the high side.
By Reddy or Frankenfeld asking if he's is by his camera or no, but it's like Adriano Piñero's touched the wall many times. I think maybe when he coming in the turn 1 is kind of touch, maybe kiss the wall to make the turn, but sometimes in the camera you see the car is kind of touch the wall, but nothing bad for him.
So basically, and these aren't exact, we will find out when the official standings are posted at the end of this race. Pinheiro really controls his own destiny with the 1-point lead coming into today's race. He wins the championship outright, pretty much finishing in the top 2. So if he were to finish right here, he is your champion. Stanley needs a win to guarantee the title. So Stanley, who actually came off a win earlier this week in the Cup Series, and talk about a lot of pressure on this guy. Not only does he have the pressure of in the playoffs in the Cup Series, but then he comes to the final IndyCar race of the IndyCar season, competing not just against those in the playoffs, because there's no playoffs here. He's got 7 other drivers that he needs to worry about, not just 4 or whoever the cutoff line is, but he has a whole host of drivers that are going to be fighting him out. He needs to get up to the front and get the win. And Adriano actually needs to finish behind him. So that would be him finishing, as I say, him winning the race and Adriano finishing second. That's about the only way, really, that right now Ethan can get the championship. Other drivers, they need a whole lot of other things to happen, including the bonus points, which actually 2 went to Frankenfeld for getting the pole. And we're going to get their other bonuses are leading the most laps and getting the and leading a lap. So right now, Frankenfeld got 2 more points just by leading laps.
Actually, yeah. So like you said, well, we are only 31 laps in this track, so still have a time on in the future to count that. Everything gonna happen. Ooh. Actually,
sorry, keep going. I'm watching the battle here. Hibbs, Schold, and Campbell.
Oh yeah, I saw it. And I think Kyle is found the trick on the car and the track also too, because it's going fast and with all tires. So it already catch 5 spots so far now, and the Campbell follow him. Oh, it's getting. You see, I don't know if you're gonna see on the back in the camera, but I can see on the back on the car it's getting loose if you're going inside on turn 3 and 4. So you have to be careful of that, especially if you touch The sausage.
Oh yeah, the rumble strips. Yeah.
Yeah. Chicken. It's not that word anyway, but yeah.
Yeah, it's, sometimes they call them sausages, sleeping policemen, that type of thing. But yeah, they're rumble strips here on a road course. Yeah, there'll be more of the speed bump type things going on. But watching now a battle between Norgard and Vandermarl. Logan Spath leading the Rookie of the Year battle with Kevin Owens not making, or Kevin, bring up those.
No, it's not Kevin Owens.
No, it's not Kevin Owens. It's not the wrestler. You see right there, it's Kevin Hayes not making the lineup. I don't think there's going to be enough points for weeks to do it. So I think Logan just really needs to finish this race. That's all, really. And he will probably be your Rookie of the Year.
Sorry, I take it off. My jacket's getting hot over here.
I think we got Jordan Owens here and Kevin Hayes and the.
Yeah, it's kind of wrestling names around. So title 40 going. Oof,
there and Clindy gets around Fody and move Clindy up the 4th. Stanley 3rd. Panero 2nd. Frankenfeld, your leader. Frankenfeld has not really, he's doing everything he needs to do in order to win the championship. Thing is, the guy that he really needs to get the points on is right behind him.
Yeah, he do have a hassle, but I think we still have a time. We still have a laps. The people is actually in maybe in 10 more laps. We're gonna see the first pit stop.
Yeah.
First team. In the race, you're gonna see the people if they practice pit stop in green flag.
Yeah, it's very important. You can get long green flag runs here at Gateway, and you need to really practice those green flag pit stops here. And it is a very challenging pit road. Not only is it a challenge to get on the pit road, but you need to slow down very fast on a very slippery access road. And then come up to speed on just as slippery of an access road coming off a pit road.
You have to remember your weight jacket. So if you're keeping a negative, always put a negative. It's kind of weird. I always do that when I go into exit of this, or maybe put a neutral. But just be careful of that because. And also, don't put in the first year because...
yes, don't, yes, for sure.
Or maybe I always put in 3rd. It doesn't matter if I start slow, but at least I'm going secure on the exit.
Riding with Clindy. Look at this line that he's got. He's a full lane off the bottom. Did we actually get contact with Stanley? We saw something fly off his car, and he has really closed the gap.
Oh, he hit the wall. That is kind of...
We saw something fly off the car, and Clindy gets the position.
I think he have a... It's not show me the middle flag, but it's a couple... It's really, really bad damage for him. I saw the wheel... fell off and
something flew off. We were on the end car of Clindy when that happened. We saw some debris come off, and then now he is visibly slower than everybody else. Bodie to the inside. He's lost 2 positions now in the last couple laps.
He have to also be careful because what I know.
He might want to stop now. He might want to stop now.
He have to because maybe he's gonna have a damage. He's gonna have a maybe accident, especially in turn 3 and 4. It's kind of the car can get loose. So basically, he have a
Here
damage in the
comes
car.
Campbell. Campbell slides up in front of Hibbs. Hibbs going to get it around on the low side. Now Campbell's stuck behind a wounded car.
Gonna be good for
Hibbs.
Hibbs.
Oh! I think Hibbs was thinking about getting the run. I wasn't sure what's going to happen. He kind of checked up a little bit. Now we got Scholl in the battle now. Scholl got lost 5 spots from where he started, but
he almost keeps in the.
We saw that. Here's Campbell to the inside of Hibbs. He's going to send it, and he's to the inside of Stanley. He's just barely clear. Oh, and Hibbs going to go 3 wide into 1. Campbell sends it. Of course, Campbell won here in the IndyCar Oval Series race this season when they raced at Gateway. So he's got a dub here at Worldwide Technology Raceway this season or this year. There is a car on pit road. That is your leader, Chad Frankenfeld. Pit road scheduled stop at lap 46.
So by report, Stanley, he is killed. So the car is still rolling, but the car is over. It cannot roll in. It cannot turn very well. So that's when I have information by outside.
All right, so that's information coming from pit road. The man that is second in the standings is now got himself a very wounded car. We'll see if he can come to pit road for a scheduled stop and maybe get some of that damage repaired. But there goes your leader. Now the lead is Pinero, who is going to get bonus points for leading here. And that is not good. Clenworth on pit road. Campbell on pit road. Scheduled stop for the teammates. So Pinero getting points on for leading the lap here is not good for everybody chasing him in the championship.
Yeah, for sure. But it's something we unexpected around. So Pinero get 2 points for that. And at least Frankenfeld have more points than the
yeah. So he's got the bonus points for the pole is what he has right now. Is kind of the difference in this race. We're watching on pit road Ethan Stanley coming into his box. Let's see. Yeah, he did get some work done on his right front wing end plate, and he is down and away. It was a slower stop, but he had a lot of repair. Everybody on pit road at the moment. Pinero still the leader, but he is coming to pit road right now. Jordan Owens on pit road. Vandermall sideways, and we are cautioned.
No.
And Owens needs to drive through. He cannot stop. Pit road was closed when he hit pit road.
Oh,
Pinero was on pit road when it closed.
And Pinero's in pit road. So
yeah, he's good to go, but Owens cannot stop. He has to drive through, and hopefully he has the fuel in order to go one more lap.
I am not sure, but show me Robert Hill is not pitted. Is not.
No, Robert Hill has not pitted. He's 51 laps into his stint, and he is still out there rolling. Now he comes to pit road. Now hopefully pit road is open. It should be. Everybody and this is one of the places where you can get a black flag very easily for passing under the caution because of this access road. So you've got to be very, very careful. Here comes Robert Hill to pit road. Pit road is still closed.
And they coming in. So oh no. Well, they're gonna have a penalty. It's gonna be dropped to N.
They might not have a choice. Yeah, they might not have a choice. They might have to stop and say, look, I gotta put fuel in this thing.
So yeah, Jordan Owens is coming to pit with the black flag. So he have a black flag.
And here's what happened to Vandermar. We're gonna go a little bit further back in time. And here's what happened. He looks like he hits the gore point, the grass in the gore point there. And that's kind of what causes him to spin out. Watch right here. He gets into the braking zone, and he's already a little too hot now, and he starts sliding out, and he comes up and just clips enough of the grass there now beyond the gore point. And Jordan Owens right in front of him. Whoa! And he gets by, but that is going to bring out a caution. Yeah, right here at this, even though it's kind of down out of the racing line, it's going to bring out a caution because we're right in the middle of your green flag pit stops here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. So, wow, this is going to shake things up. And so Pinheiro is going to be the leader. Frankenfeld is second. Van der Marle is third. It's amazing he's third. He's I think he came to pit road, and he did get so he got taken care of. He is third somehow. Jordan Owens is fourth, but everybody in front of the leader. So the leader is Pinheiro, but everybody in front of him is going to get the wave around here with 1 lap to go.
Yeah, kind of the drama around. You remember you talking about, be careful with the pitted in and things. So Jordan Owens is complaining in radio. He said, I didn't pass nobody, but he did. So he coming in back of Pinheiro, but he passed Pinheiro, and that's why he got the black flag in the pit road. So he said, I didn't pass nobody, but yes, he did. So he passed Pinheiro on pit road, and before they entered to pit. So
okay, this is going to have, we got Reblis getting the wave around. We got Fody getting the wave around. Right behind Fody is Hibbs. Then there is Schold. There is Clindy. There's a Leighton Norgard. Hunter Smith. Brian Campbell there is in 12th. Matthew Weeks has moved up to 13th. Presley Sora 14th. Ethan Stanley now with a repaired car, but still we don't know how damaged it is underneath. We saw the bodywork get fixed. Campbell coming to pit road. Not sure. So is Clindy. So they might be topping off the tanks one more time, and they'll rejoin the field a little bit further back, but they're going on a different strategy. Also kind of staying out of the way. They're not in the championship hunt. So they are on their own little campaign at all day. And we'll get back up to the lead. Okay, so Van der Marle coming to pit. No, that is not Van der Marle. That is Glover, Baron Glover coming to pit road and trying to get out of the way, but I think he might be trying to get a scheduled stop as the pace car comes in front of him. Pinheiro, there, will bring the field to green, and this has got a lot of championship implications. So next time by, remember, that is the rules here in the Elite Racing League, is the leaders will bring the field back to green without the pace car, so they can bring the field up to speed a little bit faster. More of a traditional IndyCar style restart. Thanks for joining us, everybody. You're back with us here at lap 56 of 260.
Okay, my friend, I have from lap 1 to 50 the standing so far. So Adriano is finished with 433 points. Stanley 409 and 402. So that is the top 3 on the championship so far now. So I'm gonna report maybe in.
All right, green flag in the air, and Frankenfeld was not letting Pinheiro get away. We are back underway, and it's Pinheiro, Frankenfeld, Hill, Owens, and Fody, your top 5. And Hill desperately getting out of the way from everybody as he goes to the inside and is going to allow all the leaders to go by him on the high side.
You have to at least try.
He might just be thinking, yes, I got my hands full. I can't. It's probably easier to get out of the way. But here comes Fody underneath Owens. Oh, Fody slides up a little bit, has to give up a little bit of momentum. Here comes Gavin Hibbs right behind him. He's going to take a look possibly to the outside. Yeah, that's exactly right, to the outside. High through 3 and 4. Oh! Hunter Smith and Robert Hill getting to know each other in turns 3 and 4. Meanwhile, on the back, Campbell. And
he almost touched it.
Actually, maybe, possibly, Ethan Stanley got into the wall off of 2 again.
Oh, no.
Thora on the outside of Hill. So that caused Hunter to have to check up a little bit, loses 1 spot. Now he's going to try to get a spot back from Hill. Here comes Campbell to the inside of Ethan Stanley, getting that position. So right now, the championship is looking more and more like Pinero's right now, but here comes Frankenfeld. He is not going to give up, and he is right there in the draft at the start-finish line. Going to take a look to the inside, going into 1. Will the momentum of the low side allow him to get the position? He has a wheel clear. He slides up and gets the position, but he doesn't have the momentum. He puts it to the inside. Tries protected to the inside. Here comes Pinero to the outside. Both have clean air.
Have to protect the outside. So here is the outside and inside on turn 3 and 4. And if you protect it on 1 and 2 outside, easy to keep the position on front.
We are already going to the snake and dragon down the backstretch. This is how valuable the points are for this race. As
40 Owens on the back. Whoa,
there we go.
I see a slice it.
Owens involved in this championship as well, but he needs a lot to happen in order for him to... He needs a lot to happen in order for him to win this championship, but he's got himself in really good position. He is up 10 spots at the moment. When that caution fell, that definitely was very fortuitous for him. He is currently 3rd, Tyler Fode 4th, Gavin Hibbs 5th, Scholz 6th, Leighton Norgard 7th, Sora 8th, Hunter Smith 9th, and Logan Spath 10th. 64 of 260. Thanks for joining us, everybody. If you are enjoying ERN's coverage of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series and to respect the stream, please do us a solid. Make sure you support us by subscribing. And while you're at it, don't forget to smash the like and click the bell so you'll miss out on future ERN broadcasts. Now let's get back to the action as we currently are watching Fode and Owens in a battle for 3rd.
Just to remember, Adriano Pinheiro for now is the championship for 24 points over the Stanley. So that is information for now. Let's see what's happening on the maybe.
Matthew Weeks getting around Stanley. So Stanley going down 1 more spot. And then here comes Vandermarl. That's going to be another point, couple points lost as Stanley continues to hemorrhage points. Reblis was there as well. Reblis getting around Vandermarl. Vandermarl now side by side with Reblis down midway down the backstretch. Vandermarl sends it. He'll get the position on Reblis. Actually, Reblis is a lap down, but there is another position that's costing points, and Stanley might be coming to pit road.
It's going. Yeah, I think I'm gonna say maybe I too dangerous to be around this track, and I'm gonna try. Yeah, he's DNF. Game over for him. That's unfortunate for sure.
So it looks like he might have parked the car, and this is quickly becoming more and more of a race for Adriano Pinheiro, looking at his 2nd series championship to join the likes of Henry Bennett and Alex Van Asselt in series history, but also looking for that 2nd championship win as well as Chad Frankenfeld, your current leader, as they continue to battle it out up front.
So with that, we can see Tyler Fode could be finished on 2nd, and Frankenfeld on the 3rd in the podium for the championship. Everything could happen, to be honest. Stanley just hit the wall very hard. He lost the concentration over there. Could be happening with Chad. Could be happening with
there's
Pinheiro.
Still a long race to go. We're only 71 laps into a 260 lap race.
And to be honest, I saw Pinheiro racing for like want to finish the race, want to win it. But what is the point? You already have the championship in your pocket. So just so finish the race. Doesn't matter. Maybe second, and
Well,
just
when you're a hard charger like Pinero, and we know him always to be a hard racer. Now we also know that the longer he's been in this, he's been a smarter racer too. When do you, in your mind, make that switch? Make that little switch in your mind. Flip the button that says, "Okay, I'm gonna just bring this home and race for a championship, not race for a win." How hard is that for him to do?
When you do something stupid, like for example, I push to the limit, and at some point I almost hit the wall. That's happened to me one day on in one of the fixed series in the official. I went first. I tried to push to get, I don't know, get some faster lap or whatever, and almost touched the wall. My body's getting cold, and I said, no, you know what? I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna finish the race. I don't mind. That's it. So that's what Piñeiro have to do it. So maybe they're gonna at some point they get a scary moment, and he got to realize.
Watch as he gets close as we ride over the shoulder. Go ahead.
You remember Detroit? What is happening with him?
Yes, yes.
Same thing. You have to remember that kind of things. Like, oh, Detroit, last lap, I hit the wall. Game over. I finished third. I could be finished third, but he finished sixth. For sure, this short field that day because a lot of retires. But just imagine if it's 25 or 30 cars in that track, and he's going third to last. Yeah, it could be disaster. So if it's Piñeiro is going last this race, could be lose the championship though.
He's trying to get a run on Chad right now. Chad with the clean air is able to keep him at bay. We're going back in time. We'll talk about that very pivotal race at Detroit. That was won by Ethan Stanley. Or actually, Caleb Bency won that race. Ethan Stanley was on the pole. But if we go back in time, remember that Pinero was on the podium. He was on a slightly different pit strategy. He was going to finish on the podium, but on the last lap, hit the wall and finished sixth.
Yeah, it could be more worse for him, but it doesn't. So he didn't. Sorry, he didn't. So, oh, he almost Norgard. Wow, what a pass on Norgard on Smith for outside. He up because the net code.
All right, we'll go back. Inside. We can go back and watch that
in turn 1 and 2.
Setting them up. This is Hunter Smith and a Leighton Norgard as they battle for 8th and 9th. Hunter Smith to the inside sends it. Now, again, it is not very easy. It's not the preferred line to pass. It is a shorter line, but it's not the preferred line to pass in 1 and 2 to go low. And here we see Hunter getting the very early turn in, and that allows him to get a wheel out in front. Now he goes, actually, he gets all 4 in front, starts to slide up. But he is not clear, and they're going to be side by side at probably the narrowest part of the racetrack right here. And a Leighton Norgard scoots and slides on by, but it was a lot closer than it looked.
Very close. I don't know. The net code, save it over there. It's not net code over there, but it was close.
81 of 260. We are currently about 30 laps into this run. Frankenfeld is your leader, followed by Pinero. They have slowly started to pull away from Jordan Owens, who is in third, who is leading a train of Fody, Hibbs, and Schold. Presley Sora, he's also involved there. He's up 10 spots to 7th. Leighton Norgard is 8th. Hunter Smith 9th. Logan Spath is 10th. A little bit further back, we're getting Clindy on the back end of Spath. Here is a battle between two racers that are very young and have definitely improved their racecraft over the last year and a half. In fact, Clindy might want to take some road course tips from Logan. Logan might get some oval tips from Kyle. Although we do have there is a win. Spath did get his maiden oval win back in the old RIL. Ooh, almost in the wall there off of turn 2. When they went to Talladega, and he got his maiden win there, but it was at the time during the blackout. So once again, I begs the question, if your race was not on the stream, does it really count? It counts. It counts.
It counts, but they sent the inside.
I know. I told him I wish I was broadcasting that for him because I used to do the RIL races. That would have been nice to get him. But he's finished on the podium a couple times. And he's looking still at the Rookie of the Year championship if he can continue to run where he is right now.
But with the blackout, even some leagues shut it down. This Cup Championship, some others is still running, and it's only the books. We have the result about that time. Some of them they decide to, you know what, without this we cannot run it anymore. But some of them is still running, and we have the books around. So I said 2 times the same thing, but different ways. But yeah.
Whoa! Again, a Leighton Norgard and Hunter Smith. Oh,
the same
spot, almost wheel for wheel, turn for turn.
Do you know what happened when it's the third time? When you do it
third time. Well, they say the third time's a charm, but we hope it's not the case here.
I think Norgard is going close in necessary, so it's very close. There should be gap at least kind of space on that. I know Smith is sent it and sent it back. It's not really sent it good.
So during the blackout period, actually the ERL did run their IndyCar season, and Robert Malechka won the championship, for his lone championship here in the ERL that season. But no races were shown at all on streams. Pinero finished second that season. Jesper Orman third. Josh Chin, King of Chin's fourth, and Chad Frankenfeld finished fifth. Oh, we're looking for Campbell and Spath. Campbell taking a look on the inside, but he chooses against it. Gets back in line, gets a big run off the corner. He's going to take a big run down the backstretch, past the crossover point, and he's going to have the best line going through 3 and 4. Logan keeps a good head of momentum, head of steam going. We're going to go side by side at the line. This is a battle for 11th. Oh, and then we go back to where we were just a lap before, but another big run by Brian. I know him by Brian, but he's in the timing and scoring as Ryan. So if I call him Brian, don't fault me. Side by side, not in the preferred position, down in the 1 and 2. These guys, Logan 43 laps on his run, Ryan 37 on his.
I don't know if you follow by 40 Gibbs and Owens. But now Owens going back. But
we are on Owens. Yeah, Owens was in third for a while. He is now fifth. Bodie and Hibbs get around him. That kind of tells me that Owens is better on fresher tires than he is on older tires.
It's hard for you working with the tires, because for me it's super hard. I did my best to try to keep the tires in the
it's
that moment.
Kind of hard for me too.
Yeah, it's like I can save the tire. So I want to push, but no, I still my mind in the all IndyCar, like without a screen. It just doesn't matter about the tires. It's just about the fuel.
Yeah.
You know, you remember that times.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with. I was always pretty good at conserving fuel. It's just getting those tires to last on long runs. And it's Hunter Smith almost getting into the wall off of 2 there. And Clindy now closing the gap on him just a little bit. 97 of 260. And let's get that dashboard off the screen there.
In the chat, this Stanley said, "I keeping mistakes, stupid mistakes. I tap on the wall and kill all my speed." So yeah, that's unfortunate for him. It was super early. At least it could be that incident in the maybe 10 laps to go. Should be at least could finish in a good way, but was in the couple
Pit stop.
before the
Scheduled
first
stop
stint.
for our leader right now. Frankenfeld coming to pit road. Get it down to what is pit road speed limit here? I think I got it in my notes somewhere, but it's not a very fast pit road speed. I think it's 45.
45.
Yeah, 45.
Yeah, 45.
There are tire limits in the league, but they're not going to have to worry about them today, so not going to mention those. But here he comes to his scheduled stop, very end of pit road. Bodie now second, Hibbs third, Owens fourth, Schold fifth. Here comes Chad now rejoining back in 15th.
In 15, yes.
Panero looking for redemption after coming to last season's race with a shot for the championship, losing to Jason Brophy, who won the race, won the championship. Brophy not in this year's championship, was in the Pro Series. Panero looking at redemption right now. If he can finish where he is, at the very most, he'll win. If he can finish in second, he'll probably win right now with his chief rival now out of the race. Ethan Stanley now classified at 18th.
Presley Sora on pits.
Presley Sora, pit road. Scheduled stop for Real World Driver as he's coming down pit road for his second stop.
Very good stop, to be honest. Really, really good entry he did.
And right on his marks. And there we see Fody. There we see Hunter. There we see a Layton. There come pit road. There is Matthew Weeks. Mark Reblis down pit road. Panero still running. Panero now 53 laps into his stint. Logan Spat. Oh, car on the wall. That is
Hill.
Robert Hill.
Probably Hill.
And we are caution. Now we have a bunch of people on pit road. And Vandermaal, once again, he can't come to pit road. The pit road is closed. All these guys on pit road, they were on pit road already. So there, I believe it was going to Robert Hill and Logan Spath. Hill kind of comes down a little bit on Spath and then gets a whole lot of net code and moves him up the racetrack into the wall.
My question is about Frankenfeld. It is in the lead lap. So eventually it is lead. No, sorry, Gavin Hibbs is the lead on the. No, sorry.
Yeah, Panero,
It's
Owens,
sixth.
yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Here are the leaders
Sixth.
coming in. Panero, Owens, Clindy Campbell. Clindy Campbell, remember, they came to pit road after getting the wave around for a splash and dash right there at the very end to top off the tanks before going green on our last caution. And
Yes.
they are now they've cycled up to the front. But I think a lot of these guys that are now passing our leaders, they're going to be on the tail end. They're going to get the wave around. But Campbell, Clindy, and Owens, they're in the catbird seat now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Owens, wow, Owens with a great stop, and he beats out both of the Rogue Racing entries. And now he's right up with our points leader, coming off of pit road, and they'll rejoin, but everybody from Justin Vandermeer on up will be getting the wave around. And we'll get the... Here's Justin, and actually he's allowing cars on by. So let's go Panero. See who's in front of him. Reblis will get the wave around. Weeks, Dorgard, Schold, all these guys. Baron Glover's coming to pit road, so he will not. Spath might want to come to pit road to see if there's any damage on his car. Probably wants to wave around right now. Thora, Chad will get the wave around. Hunter Smith. Now this whole group's going to be led by Gavin Hibbs.
You know, Frankenfeld have it's gonna be another race for him, so you have to push from 7 and try to go into the second place. But they have the wall on Clendy and Ryan Campbell over there. So it's gonna be hard for him try to go in again for the front.
Yeah, and Clindy and Campbell, I mean, they don't have a horse in this championship. They're just here to win.
They don't have nothing to lose. Yes.
Yeah, nothing to lose here. So they're just here to win. And they got themselves in a position by that caution really fell to their advantage. In the meantime, there is Vandermarl and also Baron Glover, so they're going to be behind the leaders once everyone gets the wave around. So the leaders, when they come around, they'll have lap traffic in front of them that they will need to negotiate before even getting in battles.
I try to hear people complain about the loose lap and things.
Oh, who's complaining?
Vandermeer.
Yeah, two bad timings for him. I mean, he brought out the first caution, but just by spinning on pit road and then coming to pit road and the caution comes out. It's just bad timing, bad luck. Here we see Gibbs getting the phone. He's already taking aggressive action behind. Oh, he might have had contact. I saw his nose flying. It snapped back into place. All right, Frankenfeld now around his teammate. Oh, we're getting a lot of blinkers. Frankenfeld to the inside of Hibbs. Not going to be able to quite pull that up. A lot of blinking going on here. Jeez, netcode parts all over the place. Look in the back there. Frankenfeld trying to get the position on Hibbs, sends it. Everybody with wobbly wheels coming off a 2. Netcode going nuts. Everybody, just Netcode is going crazy.
Okay, okay, so I don't want to scare you, but it's not the game. It's you, my friend.
Is it me?
Because the streaming stopped it. Yeah, the streaming stopped it for maybe 2 or 3 minutes, and then back again. So,
we'll see what happens here. We'll do.
Now we are back again. So he was like yeah, long. But we're back, so we're okay. So we're
outside of Hibbs comes Chad, trying to recover. He gets a full send on the outside. He's going to get the position here coming off the corner. And move him up against Hibbs there. Moves him ahead of Gibbs.
So he have to.
He has the push.
Take the inside, the outside. Yeah, he have to take the outside. It's not the inside the option. Also, the inside is burning your tires.
Yep.
So
the track record back when Cart ran here is still the track record to this. Actually, not the track record anymore. But when Cart ran here, Raul Boisel, in the very first race in '97, had the track record of a speed of 187.9. When the Indycar Series, then IRL Indycar Series, came here later, the track record has been upped. Will Power holds a track record, set it back in 2020 with a speed of 192.3. Talk about flying around this place. The career wins leaders here at Gateway, or Worldwide Technology Raceway, are Joseph Newgarden with 5, including 3 in a row from 2020 to 2022. And he won 4 out of the last 5, including the last race that they had here, the 2024 season. The next closest driver is Scott Dixon with 2. 9 other drivers are tied with 1. But the list of winners here reads like a who's who of IndyCar history. Let's watch this group running right here with Campbell, Clindy, and Owens. Paul Tracy, Alex Zanardi, Michael Andretti, Juan Montoya, Allenser Jr., Jill DeFerrin, Elio Castro Neves, Will Power, and Takuma Sato. Each one of those drivers should have won an Indy 500, could have won an Indy 500, didn't win an Indy 500. Arguable. Tracy won in 2002. It would have been nice to see Zanardi if he had a chance to race at Indianapolis 500. Of course, Andretti probably should have at least won 2 500s. But Sato, if you look at the list of names there, Sato's probably the worst name on that list, and that's really not a very bad list of names to be in. So those are all the winners of in history of Gateway here, Worldwide Technology Raceway. About 4 hours west of Indianapolis on I-70. And here is Frankenfeld on the inside of Owens, and he's trying to get that position. He's pushing hard.
I don't want to bother you, but we in green, but in your...
Oh, God, I hate the caution thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why that they...
it's clinching because it's clinching because
again, it automates. It comes on. It should come off automatically, but I have to hit a button. I do not like SDK. I do not like SDK at all.
Oh, here we go. Sorry.
That's all right.
So, iRacing, why is not scanning again Gateway? Why? With all of these dots.
Well, I think...
green dots. Oh, no.
Ooh. I think the crossover gate that's on the backstretch, I think is no longer there, or they've extended the wall, so you can't... there's not a little kick out there. I think that's in real life. If I remember right. Frankenfeld down to the inside of Owens. I think he's just had enough. And he gets by on the bottom and then slides up in front of him, gives him the dirty air. Owens lets him go. And now they try to run down Frankenfeld tries to run down the teammates of Campbell and Clindy.
Clindy is the fastest, 24.6 in lap now.
And then here's a big battle. Sora, Bodie, Schold. Here these cars down, shifting as they go through the narrow end of the racetrack. 1 and 2. Think of this as kind of a smaller, slightly smaller version of Darlington without the banking. I kind of equate it a little bit more to Phoenix because of turns 3 and 4. Kind of remind me of 3 and 4 in Phoenix, or actually now 1 and 2. Thank you, NASCAR. Back up front, Canero, your leader. Campbell second, Clindy third. Oh, that was really close coming off the corner for Pinero.
You see, that's the wow. Yeah. So that's the thing where you have to figure out. Okay, I have to slow down, and doesn't matter if I don't win the race. But the thing is, the championship race because it's like a consolation about Indy 500. At least it's something.
Yeah. I mean, Pinero is faster than Campbell. 24.7 last time. 24.8 for Campbell. 24 now a 24.7 for Campbell and a 24.8 for Pinero. And running them down, Clindy has the purple lap at a 24.6. They're now snaking down the backstretch. That time, almost identical speeds, 24.8s for everybody. Campbell, the last 5 laps, is slightly faster. Over the last 10 laps, he's considerably faster. So Campbell reeled him in. He's a 10th faster over the last 10 laps. This is one of Campbell's better tracks. He got his first broadcasted IndyCar Oval Series win here. And then these teammates swept the podium with another driver of theirs in their squad on our Tuesday broadcast over on P1 at the iRacing Super Speedway. Lindy and Campbell finished 1-2 there. And they're going to finish 2 and 3 in the IndyCar Oval Series Championship for the season. Clindy will finish second. Campbell will finish third. Brendan Trost, who was a participant in this series early on, and at least through the Indianapolis 500, he won the series championship, so congratulations to him. He finished first, Clindy second, Campbell third in that Oval Series championship that we broadcast on Tuesday nights. Of course, if you're interested in checking out some of those races over on P1, 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time, next race for us will be over on the P1 channel in 2 weeks at Iowa when they open the season 1 of 2025.
Is it ready to schedule?
Yeah, Iowa is
wow.
Opening race there. And then the first Triple Crown race will be week 2 at Fontana, and then week 3 is Texas. Week 4 is Dover. Oh, got a battle. Tyler Fode on the inside. Hunter Smith.
You remember what happened when Dover was in the Indy schedule.
G-Force and Dallara really love those races because the replacement parts they got to fulfill the week after.
And also Salazar got one more metal in his leg. So
yeah, he had a hard wreck there. They
I don't know how he's still alive with all of this kind of Indianapolis, Disney World, and Dover. So I don't know. Odd.
The story with Dover, when the Indy Racing League went there, Dover diamond grinded the entire speedway, smoothed it out. It was still incredibly bumpy for the IRL cars. So bumpy, in fact, that during the race in '98, the dashboard that hung under the cockpit there of the front dash of the cockpit of Tony Stewart's car, it actually and all it is just it was at the time an LCD readout, and it was held up by some screws into the fiberglass. It was so bumpy that it jarred his dashboard loose and it fell onto his lap in the middle of the race.
Lol.
So they tried to tape it back. Yeah, lol. And that did not bode well for him. And, of course, one of the more interesting screenshots that I have from that race is when there's Owens now side by side with Hibbs is Greg Ray, who is driving for A.J. Foyt, filling in for Billy Boat, who was injured, got in a wreck with Eddie Cheever. And they wrecked so hard off of 2, they took each other out, slid to the bottom of the racetrack. Of course, Dover is a self-cleaning racetrack because it's banked on all portions of it. Oh! I think he got into the wall. I think he did.
It's in the
and
wall.
Fody going around the stare that Greg Ray gave Eddie Cheever, you could shoot lasers out of his eyes. It was that mean. So I do remember that. But, yeah, the IndyCar only did two races at Dover, and they stopped returning because it really was not a very competitive race there. But
Gibbs is going to pit.
Yep, pit road for Gibbs. Or Gavin Hibbs, Vandermarl goes around him, so he'll get a position. But I think this might be a unscheduled, and this might be either end of day or a repair stop for Hibbs. But we've had some pretty good races at Dover on the service that we've had on the channel. If you don't remember, one of our very first broadcasts at Dover that we ever did on I think the old channel, it was it turned into a fuel mileage race for IndyCar.
Wow. Oh, okay. So nobody stopped, or somebody didn't stop. Does it mean?
Just somebody was able to go a lot further than everyone else.
Wow.
Good race. It was
Maybe
a good race.
Too many yellows.
I don't remember if there's a lot of yellows. There's Schold taking a peek to the inside of Sora. That is a long stop by Hibbs. I think Hibbs is done. Yeah, I don't see him rolling again. So he might. I think they retired. They retired the car.
I have to put this on the table. So we are 112 to go. So we are 8 laps for the next pit stop. So means it's gonna be in 103 or 104 laps to go, divided on 2 is 52 laps each team. So maybe they can divide it in 3. That's last.
Frankenfeld's 51 laps into his stint right now. So.
So they need to divide it in 3.
Want to thank the guys at IndyCar1909.com for sponsoring today's 500K here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. IndyCar 1909 is a website dedicated to the latest IndyCar news, sim racing, and historical retrospective pieces, and home to the Turn 4 podcast. Visit them today at IndyCar1909.com. Here comes Frankenfeld into the pits. This will be coming to 53, so right on schedule. Like them on Facebook, follow them on X and Instagram, subscribe to their channel on YouTube, IndyCar1909.com. IndyCar past, present, and future links are in the description. Scheduled stop for our Indy 500 winner right now on pit road, Chad Frankenfeld.
So he still need 2 more stops.
Now, we've had cautions happen right as we've been having these last green flag pit stops start. So we'll see if we continue to go green. Pinero, still your leader. Ryan Campbell holding station at the moment in second. Clindy third. Tyler Fode now moves up to fourth. Owens is in fifth. Hunter Smith is in sixth. Presley Sora up 10 spots now to seventh, as he is now starting to attack Smith a little bit more. You see Logan Spath on pit road. It gets so close to that turn 2 wall, especially if they're in line. The arrow push just whoosh right up into it. Here's Logan Spath coming off pit road, and Pinero looking for a little bit of a loan of a draft. Oh, he just goes right underneath him.
Don't go too inside. The car is gonna be loose. I can see on the back of the car it's going to the pits. I think so. No, it's not going to the pits. So, I can see on the car, the car in. My camera is in the back of the car, so I can see how he's getting like a loose on the back, and it's kind of dangerous. So.
Presley Sora coming to pit road. Scheduled stop. He went 52 as well. Pinero, Clindy, Campbell coming to pit road, I think. Yeah, he's on the pit access road. He's only gone 50. So he'll need to go a little bit further. Tyler Fode, pit road.
So Pinero need two more laps. 1 more lap they need to complete only 1 more stop. So he did this to go to 1 more to go to the end. So I think he's doing a good job. I think Frankenfeld not good.
Clindy is hanging with him. Clindy at 52 as well. Matthew Weeks at 54, now 55. Matthew Weeks has done a good job at finding the extra fuel. Clindy coming to pit road. Yep, there he is. Yep. And he's carrying the sponsorship of the Votive Racing League. If you guys have nothing to do on Wednesday nights and looking for an oval series, check out the Votive Racing League. They'll be over on P1. Wow, actually over on P1 on Wednesday nights. We're going to have IndyCar double headers.
Ooh, a lot of jobs.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be the Formula Indy Series and the Votive Indy Oval Series over on P1 and starting January 8th. And Clindy done, so he has he made it to pit road 53. Pinero's still turning laps out there. Now he comes to pit road. Jordan Owens still turning laps out there. He's 54, and he's coming to pit road now. Now Matthew Weeks on pit road. He's turned 56. This might be, see, I get the 161 plus if he 6 again, 17, 1 more after that. So everybody still has at least 1 more to go.
I feel about Frankenfeld. He need to save a lot of fuel. He need to save at least. He need to come in on the lap the last
Here's
50.
Campbell. Campbell on Campbell on trying to close the gap on Pinheiro, and I think he's going to lose ground to Pinheiro. So top four remains unchanged. Pinheiro, Campbell, Clindy, and Frankenfield. There's your top four. Fody 5th. Owen 6th. Hunter Smith 7th. Joel down 5 spots to 8th. Sora up 8 spots to 9th. Leighton Norgard still in that Rookie of the Year running. He is down 5 spots but in 10th. Matthew Weeks, who went extremely long on that fuel stint for him. He's up 8 spots to 11th. But he's just 1 spot ahead of Logan Spath, so he's not close enough to really close the gap to Logan. Again, Logan really just needs to finish this race to get that Rookie of the Year title. And after this, next time you see Logan Spath, we'll be over on P1, and when we broadcast the Formula Indy Series, when they open at Fuji Speedway on January 8th. Norgard and Weeks, this is a battle for position. This is a top for 10th and 11th.
So, we almost hit the wall again, Pinheiro.
Yeah, and Campbell's closing the gap.
Yeah, so I calculate about Frankenfeld. So if this team do 54, he can finish with 54 to the end, like 40 did or Pinheiro did 55. So he need to save fuel. That's the mission on Frankenfeld.
Right now, the championship, if we'd have finished like this, is not in doubt. Pinheiro would win. And there would be some movement within the top 5. Ooh. Pinheiro getting around lap traffic. Rebel is trying to give him room to the high side. Pinheiro down low. Rebel stays high, allowing Pinheiro on by. Now he's going to lend a little draft to Brian Campbell.
So the championship is not moving, actually. It's still same. Pinheiro over 28 on Stanley. And Stanley is still in second place. So 40 still in third. And Frankenfeld in fourth position on the championship.
Just a review of the season for everybody that has not seen every race. Go back and watch them there on the Elite Racing Network channel, though. But we started back in August at Homestead Miami Speedway. Pinheiro qualified on the pole. Did not have a good race. Finished in the bottom portion of this of the race with a wreck. Caleb Binsey won that race, and then the next race was on the oval at Motegi, and another bad finish for Pinheiro there. So things did not start off very well with Adriano at all this season, with 2 finishes in the high 20s, low 30s, and that's not a way to really start off your campaign. Tyler Fody won on the oval in Japan. Then we went to the road course. And Ethan Stanley won the pole. R.C. Anderson, the former Indy 500 starter, he finished or won the race. Pinheiro broke through in a big way when we had our first 500-miler in week 4, race 4 in August, end of August. He won the pole and won at Pocono. Then in September, Gavin Hibbs won the pole, but Caleb Binsey won the race at Richmond. And we went on to our next road course race of the season. Caleb won the pole, but Ethan Stanley won his first race on the road course and run his second overall race here in the ERL. There at Laguna Seca. And then the big event of the season, Indianapolis, the 13th running of the Indy 500. Pinheiro won the pole, but Frankenfeld won the war as he won in his 12th start there in Indianapolis. Very popular victory, very relieving victory for him. I'm sure he got glad to get that monkey off his back. Caleb Benzie came back to get the win at Detroit. And then we went to Watkins Glen. Ethan Stanley got his next win there. Pinheiro won on the short track at Iowa for round 10. And then a heck of a slugfest a couple weeks ago at Michigan was won by Matthew Weeks. And just an old-style kart race, if you will. We only had like 7 cars finish that race. But Matthew Weeks survived and got the win. And I was talking to Dave Huckleberry after the race, and he was telling me that his arms really, really hurt for a couple of days after that race. And I'm like, 250 laps at Michigan will wear you out. And then to finish the season with 260 laps at Gateway, woof. Those are 2 races to finish the season that are really, really tough. And that's where we are today, round 12. Final race of the season. Double points here at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
So, 2 things. 40 on radio said, let's go Chad. And Chad said, replay with, oh, I have to save fuel.
Ah.
But in the championship, 40 is 1 point behind on Stanley. So if it's 40 past Frankenfeld, it's going to be second in the championship.
It's just going to come down to one. It's going to come down to one position. And right now, there doesn't look like there's anything slowing down Pinheiro, nothing slowing down Campbell, nothing slowing down Glindy. So if he wants to get that position, he needs to push and get around Frankenfeld. And Frankenfeld doesn't want that either because he needs to maintain.
Yeah, so 40 asking, oh, you save fuel or what? It's like, okay, what kind of answer you want? I try to save fuel, but at the same time, I don't want to lose the position, like you said. So you see Frankenfeld do stand straight and sometimes waving. But yeah, 40 is close to finish maybe second, but it's still 81 to go.
Yeah, and that's about time. We got to start paying some bills here, and certainly we want to thank the guys at Worldwide Technology Raceway hosting virtually the final race of the season. But they're one of our premier sponsors, and we'll get a word in from them and iRacing. And we'll be right back after we go side by side.
Years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge-of-your-seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship Playoffs are coming Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year. Since 2010, race fans have had one burning question. When will the Xfinity Series return to Worldwide Technology Raceway? You asked, NASCAR delivered. On Saturday, September 6, 2025, the magic is back. We're going to introduce you to a new crop of future champions and Hall of Famers, and we'll create more of the greatest moments in racing history. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Almost a close moment there we saw, but Fodi running down Frankenfeld trying to save fuel. Welcome back. And he gives him a Brazilian slide, and they're racing off a 2.
I think for Frankenfeld, he needs to stick around, stick it back on the 40. It's the best.
Try to save fuel
for him. Yeah. He have to. He have to. Doesn't matter. Just leave it. At least you can save at least 1 lap, maybe 2 laps. You still need to. Oh, he have 15 laps to go for.
36 laps on this stint. He still has a ways to go. You can rev up your business with Blue Egg Marketing. Blue Egg, your marketing pit crew. Turbocharge your lead generation with experienced drivers that can navigate the competitive track to connecting with your customers. With Blue Egg, you're always in the pole position, leading your brand toward victory lane. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, click on their link in the description. They are one of our premier partners here in the Elite Racing League. I want to thank them for their continued patronage of the league and the series. Of course, the series sponsorship paid for by Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is a foundation promoting peaceful change in the world to honor the beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out warriorsforpeace.org. That's warriors, the number 4peace.org for more information, and the link is in the description. I want to thank them again for returning and being next year's title sponsor of the ERL IndyCar Series. And there we see Chad falling back, trying to conserve some fuel. It is not working out in his advantage right now. Still, a lot can happen. 191 of 260. If a caution falls, that's going to really change things up. I think I think he was clutching it through turn 1.
Oh no! Let me see.
I think he was.
It is. Oh no! He did. Yeah. Let me see.
Let's watch.
To go.
Here we go. Riding with him right now. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he did, and that is not a good sign.
I count 2 laps over there. Do the same thing.
If you remember back in the Indy 500 when Brian Herta was telling Rossi to clutch and coast, that is clutch and coast right there.
So Piñeiro should be locked the most lap in lap 92. So it is the most lap now.
So he's secured now the most laps led as well as leading the lap. He did not start from the pole. That was Chad. So Chad gets the bonus there, and he also gets the bonus for leading a lap. So those are all the bonus points. They've all been consumed. Well, with the exception of anyone else that should lead a lap. Now your leader by 4.5 over Clindy, and we missed the pass by Clindy around Campbell. There you see that right there. Let's go back to lap 184, and we'll see that. What happened? I think Campbell might have touched the apron a little bit. Kind of an odd exit off of 4, and I think Clindy just gets a really good run off the corner in the draft. They'll pop out and pass here going in the pit stops quickly approaching for everybody. Or 20 laps or so. And then, of course, these are teammates, so roll out of it. You don't race your teammate, not unless it's late in the race.
I don't like a racer with the teams. That's why. Well, I don't race anymore, but I feel more comfortable alone.
I like hearing the extra the talk in my ear, and I like hearing the extra strategy and the suggestions out there. So I like racing with teammates. The more the merrier for me.
Sometimes it's good to have a teammate, and the other side is like I'm more faster than you, but I want to be front to you. I don't know.
It's Hunter Smith now. He's a lap down. Pinheiro passed him to put him a lap down. Next car to go a lap down will be Logan Spath. Logan Spath is currently 11th on the lead lap. He's wanting a caution to happen as the leader is in his rearview mirror, although he does have Baron Glover as a little bit of a buffer there. Oh! He got really close to smacking the wall. Hunter Smith getting down out of the way. I think he's trying to save some fuel.
He needs to. No, I think so. He's safe. He need to. Oh, actually, it's let me see. It's one lap down, so means it's less fuel.
That's right. He's one lap to the better than everybody else.
Exactly. It's just my concern about Frankenfeld. 49th now. He have in the.
And he still has, and we'll take a look at him here. He still has, if he goes to 49, he needs to get to 53. He still has 4 more laps to do, and that's quite a bit of fuel.
This is not gonna work. Oh no. Maybe you're gonna go for 55 or 54. If you're going 54, it's could be going to the end.
I'm telling you that splash and go at the end of the first caution for Clindy and Campbell, that's been the deciding factor for those two. Pinheiro's deciding factor. Oh, he has it coming now. Chad's coming in now. The deciding factor for Pinheiro, he's just been out front with everybody, so he's been able to, determine his own mileage. And joining him on pit road is Presley Sora. Sora is 47 laps into the stint, so he is way early.
Could be a miracle if it's a caution for him. I see Matthew Weeks and
Matthew Weeks,
Ryan
we know,
Scholl.
yeah, we know Matthew Weeks can save some fuel. He is to the inside of Scholl. Again, at this point in the run, the preferred line to pass somebody in 1 and 2 is not where Weeks is. Want to thank 40 Racewear for being one of the premier sponsors of the Elite Racing League. Of course, they've been really, really good to us at P1. And we want to thank them for supporting the ERL. 40 Racewear are makers of the ultimate sim racing shoes and custom apparel. Designed for sim racers by sim racers. 40 racing shoes are custom engineered to connect racers to their pedals in no other way than a shoe can. Visit 4dracewear.com and come check out the original racing gloves for your feet. That's 4D Racewear. The link is in the description. They are one of the proud premier sponsors of the Elite Racing League. Side by side, Weeks, last winner at Michigan, trying to pull off this pass with Scholl, and it's just not happening. This is a battle for 5th on the racetrack.
Matthew Weeks, the guy put the winner of Michigan and not extra bonus for Pinheiro or
Frankenfeld,
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, each one of the Triple Crown races won by a different driver. The P1 Triple Crown Challenge will resume back in 2025B when that season kicks off. But while we got everyone here, let's speaking of the 2025 schedule, here is The 2025 A schedule coming up. That will start February 6th at Legacy, Kentucky. Then we'll go to Chicagoland. Then we'll race on the moto course at Daytona International Speedway. Then Dover. So we'll do Dover here. Then Nashville Super Speedway. Barber Auto Club for a 500-miler. Long Beach for one of the crown jewels. Grand Prix of Indianapolis. Indianapolis 500 qualifying carb day. These are all going to be televised or all broadcast. 500. Milwaukee, and then we will wrap up in June right back here at Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Nice. Oh, Dover.
And that's kind of what to look for next year, or next year on the ERN web. We're going to have actual thumbnails with IndyCars on them, so you know that it's going to be an IndyCar race. Just a proof of concept thumbnail right there. But got some big changes coming up in the broadcast for next season. Clindy and Campbell on pit road for their scheduled stop. This should be it for these two.
Talking about next year, we have 15 rookies, 37 sign up, and 1 Australian, 2 Canadians, 3 Brazilians, and the other ones Americans, so USA.
And I think there's still maybe 27. There's 20-plus spots still open. So if you like what you're looking at here and want to participate, get on into the Elite Racing Networks, Elite Racing League's Discord channel. Sign up. There is an entry fee, and you too could be part of the lineup. We want more drivers. This is the best car on the sim. You're racing against some of the best racers on the sim right here in this league. The Indy 500 is one of the, here's Panero for his final stop. The Indy 500 in this league is one of the, both of them, the one in the spring and the one in the fall are among the top 10 most viewed IR18 IndyCar races, Indy 500 races on the service. This is a top 10 league. This is easily one of the top 10 leagues, probably one of the top 5 leagues in the entire service. So if you're looking to compete against the best, to be with the best, to call yourself the best, and you're not doing it in IndyCar, then you're not the best. Final stop done for Panero. Looking to be the best this season.
Ooh, not close.
Yep.
Oof. Don't why over there.
Yep. That's it. Final stop for him as he's now staring at next stop, Victory Lane and the championship for this season.
Look at that 40.
Oh, we're going to go 3 wide.
Yeah.
We're going to go 3 wide. Oh! No!
And sorry for Glenn over there, 240. Oh, so 40 is going to be the second now, but now it's more secure for him. So he need to push.
Well, and how bad does he now want to race Clindy if he's got second place in the championship? Now you're racing somebody that has nothing to lose. They're here to win. And he's going to go back to the inside Clindy. He's going to send it. And here comes Campbell. Campbell is right there in the draft for Fody. Fody is at a disadvantage. This is a handicap match right now. 2 versus 1. 2 Rogue Racing drivers along with the Lake Norman Motorsport entry. Fody's all by himself out there. He doesn't have any teammates. His teammate's out. Lindy crosses over. Campbell, this is entertaining right here. Clindy stays low to help out Campbell. He pulls Campbell along, going in the 1. Campbell down low. Campbell gets the spot. So Fody loses 2 spots. Back to 4th. Sora now 5th. Getting around Frankenfeld, who's, I guess, got to do still more fuel conserve to get to the end. Frankenfeld already 15 laps into the stint. Same thing for Sora. Sora might actually have to start saving. Jordan Owens might actually be in a position where he could actually get another position here. Owens, excuse me, is only 6 laps into this thing. So he might get the drop on Sora and move up into a top 5 finish here to close out the season. Campbell side by side with Clindy. Rule 2 of racing your teammate, boys, is see Rule 1, which is do not wreck your teammate. And Campbell takes a shot at it again. Lindy up in the gray. Big run off the corner, side by side for the teammates racing together. Campbell not the momentum, has a tuck back in. Decides to go to the high side on the outside through 3 and 4. Lindy floats up to give him a little bad air, but we're going to draft down the front straight. Little jerks of the wheel. Campbell not sure where to go. Other than does not want to end up in the rear attenuator of his teammate, that's for sure.
24.5, the fastest for Clindy.
And that is the purple lap for the race. Both these guys were in the ERL Indy 500 earlier this season. I think Clindy was actually...
The Ariel Ladenbeck, yeah, the ERN. Oh no?
I think Clindy, he was in the 500, and yeah, he was racing from a hotel room. It wasn't the best performance for him.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he finished.
He making them back the faster.
He was among the fastest qualifiers, but qualified 29th, but finished 25th. Trying to find where Campbell qualified 25th, finished 13th, and he was on the lead lap there at the end.
I mentioned Ariel because Ariel did the same thing. He
Yeah.
got bumped, and he made the fastest the record.
Yeah, so yeah, he didn't bump. He got disqualified.
Oh yeah.
And then when he requalified, he was, since he was a second day qualifier, the best he could do was the mid pack, and yeah, so the fastest. So when you hear them talk about an IndyCar, like that, they set a new pole record with McLaughlin this year at Indianapolis, but you're like, well, why is it not the track record? Because Ari qualified on day 2 and has a track record from day 2. So the track record was set further on back, and whoa, Clindy had to roll it off a little bit because he caught up to Spath a little bit quicker than he wanted to. So yeah, the pole record and the track record with Vandermarl on the way there. We're going to go 3 wide down the front straight to the start-finish line. This is a battle for second. And Clindy just keeps his foot in it. The pole record and the track record at Indianapolis are 2 different records. And it's just because of the old rule set. Now the current rule set, going forward, the pole record will always be the track record, more than likely. I think I'm saying that correctly. Here's, again, Campbell to the inside. Ooh.
Just be careful of the net code on Campbell. They got too close for him.
And Pinero with a 8-second lead now.
You're gonna get a sleep on Pinheiro. I too chill. I really chill over here. I don't wanna. It's happened when you really relax. 8 seconds on the front.
Yeah.
And start to feel like and I see very close on the wall. So especially in turn 4 was close over there.
Let's go through the field. We haven't done that there. There is Pinheiro, your leader. Clindy is second. Ryan Campbell, a third. Tyler Fode trying to bring this home in fourth, at least. Presley Sora, he might have to stop early. I don't. He is 29 laps into his stint, so he might have to stop one more time. Might turn that position over to Jordan Owens. Owens, biggest highlight of the year for him, and Sora starting on the front row at Indy. Owens with a solid second half run here to get himself into contention. Going to look at a possible top 5 finish if Sora can't make it on fuel. Frankenfeld, he's in a battle right now with Schold for 7th. He's going to lose another position. I think he has a save, and that's battle between teammates right there, Little Eagle Racing. And if he doesn't keep it up, the leader's right behind him by 2 cars, and a position Matthew Weeks might get here. Matthew into the top 10, up 10 spots to 9th. Leighton Norgard had some adventuresome laps earlier in the race with Hunter Smith. He is 10th. Logan Spath is 11th. Looking at that Rookie of the Year title here very shortly. Hunter Smith is in 12th. Vandermeer right behind him in 13th. Baron Glover is in 14th. And Rebelus, last car running, in 15th. With the leader right behind him. Before we get to the end here, we'll bring you the final 20 or so laps uninterrupted as we watch Weeks and Frankenfield here for a battle for position in the top 10. And we'll get our last words in from Worldwide Technology Raceway and iRacing. We'll be right back.
3 years of sellout crowds, 3 years of edge of your seat action, 3 years of jaw-dropping finishes. Worldwide Technology Raceway has rocked the world of NASCAR, and now NASCAR is giving us another reason to celebrate. The 2025 NASCAR Cup Series Championship playoffs are coming. Sunday, September 7th, 2025. Just when you thought the racing couldn't get any more intense, now every single lap matters. One wrong move could be the difference between elimination and being crowned the king. The Enjoy Illinois 300, the Confluence Music Festival, the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs, and for the first time in 15 years, the NASCAR Xfinity Series on Saturday, September 6th. Don't be on the outside looking in. See history being made in your own backyard. Go to www.raceway.com for the hottest ticket of the year.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
And we're back. We'll bring you the last 17 laps uninterrupted here. Next stop is the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Championship, and you're looking at its possible winner right here, Adriano Pinheiro. as he's put a lap on Matthew Weeks. 7 cars on the lead lap now, as we have 16 to go before we crown a now what possibly might be another 2-time series champion to join Henry Bennett and Alex Van Asant in ERL history. Got himself an 8-second lead over Clendy and Campbell. Clendy and Campbell, nothing to lose in this race, just showing up to help with the car count. They are P2 and 3 on the racetrack. I tell you what, Clendy's had a heck of a week. Leeds started off Sunday with an exhibition race in the Votive Racing League win at forget where we were for that one. Texas, I think we were at Texas. And then,
yes,
then on Monday, he wins in the ISRA Open Wheel Series in their inaugural race at Homestead. And then he wins in the second race of our doubleheader on Tuesday at iRacing Super Speedway.
No, wait, and he won the first race on the first race.
And he won on Monday, which we didn't broadcast.
Yeah.
And then he won another race apparently later this week, according to Chris Albrecht there in chat. And now he's looking at a podium finish here and only his second start here in the Elite Racing League, Warriors for Peace Indycar Series. 12 to go.
He's coming the promo. We have to put the name on Clendy on promos and things like a wrestling Clendy 316.
Clendy 316 says, I just beat you on the racetrack.
Yes. So funny.
And here's Pinero running down Scholzbeck. Man, I've got almost 250 laps in this race, and I'm getting ready to get lapped with 10 to go. Come on. That's defeating to me. That's just totally defeating. But that's just the type of domination that Pinero's been on this day. Once he has taken over the lead, he has dominated this race.
I think it's just basically good pit stop strategy, have people tell you what to do, and easy like that. If you want to run it alone without nobody, for sure it's kind of difficult. You have to take a paper, stick it on your table and said, okay, this is the strategy. But everything changed, especially in these long races like this. We have almost 2 hours, so 1 hour and 54
This
minutes.
is the second. This is the longest non-500 mile race that we have this year.
And he did everything good though. Like I don't want to include the first 3 races.
But he did what he had to do because of those first 3 races. The first 2 races certainly were disaster. And I mean, he all but ruled himself out. And I mean, the league helps out a little bit. I think you get a drop week involved, so he gets rid of some of those bad finishes. And I think Presley Sora hitting pit road. We didn't think he was going to be able to make it, and he has a stop for a splash and go with 7 to go. So that's going to give 5th spot to Jordan Owens.
I'm gonna keep an eye with him because I don't wanna. He exit already? I think so. Yeah. So.
Jordan Owens, Jordan Owens up 8 spots. He is up in 5th right now. I think Jordan's can make it. Jordan pitted at he's 41 laps into this thing. There's only 6 to go, so he went 51 his last stint. So if he can repeat, he's got enough in the tank to bring it home in 5th. But Pinero did everything he had to do, and he had that one mistake, that one big mistake that we think that might have cost him. But he recovered from that at Detroit. But he did what he had to do, and putting another lap on Glover. And now he's approaching putting another lap on Hunter Smith, who's trying just to bring that car home. And he's got Logan Spath in front of him. Logan trying to bring the car home now. He's in 10th.
Keep an eye on 40.
Whoa, 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 whoa. 3 wide going into the corner.
Wow.
You don't think Fody can make it?
Oh. We have 5 to go.
51 laps, and he went 50. He went 49 last time. Oh, yeah, you're right. You are absolutely right.
Uh-oh. If you don't figure it out now, you have to do something. This is the worst track to save a fuel. You cannot save a fuel here. Adriano Pinheiro, 24.5 per lap.
That's how you close, man. You got worn tires and light tanks, but he sets purple lap 24.5. That's amazing. That's one more statement to say, you know what? And I believe that's the fastest lap bonus.
Ryan Schultz on the wall. It's coming.
And Glindy and Campbell are still swapping the position back and forth. Schultz. Fody now. Here comes Owens. Fody last time by 24.8. Fody at 24.7.
Where's 40? There is 40.
Well, actually at 24.9 versus a 24.8. So he's running them down.
So lap.
And the last lap, and I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that the last lap's brought to you by Whiplash SimCam. To get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash SimCam. And there is your winner. The man that did everything he needed to do to win the championship after a bad start to the season. He brings it home and now joins the ranks of Henry Bennett and Alex Van de Sant, 2 of the community all-time greats, as a 2-time champion of the Elite Racing League. Kyle Clinworth is 2nd, Campbell is 3rd, and Fody brings it home on fumes, 4th.
Good race. 40 did. Frankenfeld out of the fuel. And great race on the Clendy and Campbell today here also. There's the champion.
There he is. Gonna burn down the. Is he gonna burn down the wall over there? He's just gonna do another run to the front. So he has extra fuel. That's how much fuel he had left. Pinheiro, your winner. Clindy 2nd. Campbell 3rd. Fody 4th. Jordan Owens 5th. I thought Owens might have been able to get to Fody, but ran out of time. Week 6th. We're gonna see where the Rookie of the Year stats run out. I think Spath wins, but it's going to be a lot closer than I think it was going to be. Scholden 7th, Norgard 8th, Frankenfeld 9th. That is not the finish he wants. He's going to probably be a little disappointed at that. Presley Soar at 10th. I think he's going to be a little disappointed on that, considering how well he was doing for much of this race. Logan Spath, Vandermeer, Glover, Mark Reblis in 14th. He survives. It's just a good run to sometimes get to the end here. Hunter Smith 15th, Gavin Hibbs smacks the wall and has to end his day early 16th, but he was up in the top 5 all day. Robert Hill had an adventuresome day, but comes home 17th. Ethan Stanley, unfortunately, ends his championship bid a little bit earlier than he wants to. He's still alive in the Cup Series, but unfortunately his IndyCar bid is now expired for this season. We'll see if he can recover for 2025A. I think he's going to have a lot of momentum and a lot to prove. William White, 19th. And that is your field. Only 19 cars tonight.
So we want to wait for the official result for the championship, but the unofficial official is Adriano Pinheiro as a champion with 44 Over the 40, we have to wait it, and Stanley on third place. So we have to wait for that and the official result about 40 and Stanley.
All right.
Actually, we don't need to wait it. It's official now. Yep.
Let's get some replays here, and then we'll get into the interview room here. There we go. And get Campbell. Okay, so what we're going to do here first is bring in the podium first.
By production, said Logan Spat is the Rookie of the Year.
Okay. So, well, we got the points already. Yeah, so we will get the points here. Standings. So it's going to be Pinero over Tyler Fode by 59 points, over Ethan Stanley by 92 points. Frankenfeld, 103. Owens comes home fifth with 138 behind Pinero. Let's get into the booth first. We got a lot of interviews tonight. Nobody go anywhere. We got a lot of stuff going on. And I got messages from Dave. Okay, unofficial results. Please don't complain about SDK here. Sorry. It does not work well for me as well as does for others for some reason. Let's see. Pinero, Fode, Stanley, Frankenfeld, Hunter Smith, Owens. Yep, that exactly. So let's get into the interview room here. And we'll get the podium done, and then we'll get into Rookie of the Year and then our champion, which we probably won't get an interview if he does stay around. So he's probably going to send a message to Lewis, and Lewis will forward it on to me. That's the case what happens. So let's
write it down.
Okay, he's going to write it down. Okay.
Yeah.
And here is Brian. I know you as Brian, but you were registered in the race as Ryan. But congratulations, a big week for you. Finished on the podium in our Tuesday night over on P1, our top split broadcast over there. And you come in here for a one-off. Actually, I think the initial plan is I was going to invite you to the booth because Clindy was going to be at the booth. And then all of a sudden I see you load into the race, and I'm like, okay, he's going to help his teammates. So congratulations on the P3.
Thank you. I just like being mysterious with my name as well, so no one truly knows. But yeah, I was eating dinner, and Clendy gave me a call, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to do this race? It's a full-length gateway race that starts in like 10 minutes." So I was like, "Yeah, of course. I love Worldwide Technology Raceway.
I know you do.
I love it. I love it in real life. For those who don't know, I work for Dale Coin Racing, and this was the place where I got my first podium with that team. So it's a place that's near and dear to my heart. I've also done some drag races here at Worldwide, and I've done pretty good there. So I will always race at Worldwide Technology Raceway if you give me the opportunity.
You know, it's one of those tracks that it's not one of my favorites either. But statistically, when I come here, I do well. I don't know why. But how is it that you always seem to do well here, other than just the good vibes from, when you do come for the real job here?
You know what? I think it has to do a lot with 3 and 4. 1 and 2, all you're trying to do is you're waiting to get your car to rotate. And the earlier you lift for the corner, the better angle of attack you get, and the more you can attack the throttle. So I think just being patient with letting off really early, just backing the corner up, and get a good run out of 1 and 2. And then 3 and 4, I'm able to find the tools where I can just run full throttle pretty comfortably. And I always seem like I can just take the corner that little bit tighter and get that little bit extra clean air, and it just gives me that little bit of advantage that you need in the series to get ahead of somebody.
Well, we got a lot of interviews we got to get done tonight, not just the podium, but we got a Rookie of the Year and then a Series champion. So we'll let you get to the shout-outs a little bit earlier than normal here and let you go. But anybody you want to say hi to, shout-outs to teammates, friends, family, sponsors, go right ahead.
Thank you. I'll be quick. Of course, road racing. Everyone knows that. And then thank you for Chad for letting me come in this one-off race and have a little fun for the day at Worldwide Technology Raceway. So shout out Chad, and then thanks to you guys as always for the broadcast.
Anytime. Well, it's good seeing you again. Good week for you, and we'll catch you. Well, I guess the next one over on P1 isn't for another 2 weeks, so enjoy the off time. I think I saw you guys are getting ready to practice for maybe some the 24-hour of Daytona, so have fun with that, and we'll catch you at the next one.
Thank you. I am excited for the 24-hour race coming up soon.
All right. Good luck, and congrats on tonight.
Thank you.
All right. We'll bring him down there. Bring up Clindy. Here you go, Clindy. We were talking about your week. Good week for you. Multiple wins, now multiple podiums, and second start here in the ERL. Get your first podium, finishing second. Couldn't quite run down Adriano in a league of his own, but you and Ryan certainly were having fun out there. But the biggest thing for you guys was coming in early, or coming in very, very late after getting that wave around and topping off your tanks. Because the next thing was we have our next caution, and you guys are up in the top 4.
Yeah, I made that call with Ryan. I said, Ryan, I know we just pit, and I know we're taking the wave around, but if we pit here to get this extra lap and a half or 2 laps of fuel, it makes the save way easier. And if we get any more cycle cautions like that one, someone exiting the pits or entering the pits, or someone on old tires and someone on new tires with a big pace differential, we would be able to stay out, right, and trap everyone else a lap down, and then they would have to take the wave around. And he bought in, and I'm so happy he did, because we just kind of chilled that next run, saved fuel, because we were expecting it to go green, and we were going to be on the same stop schedule. So when that yellow did come out, I think that was with 152 to go or something like that.
Yeah.
We knew we only needed to save just a little bit to hit the 51 lap runs we needed. And then we did not underfuel at the very end, but we had our fuel number just a little bit off. And so we both got the 5 lap remaining call in turn 3 with coming to 5 to go. So we were like a quarter lap short. So that's why we were back and forth swapping it up there just right before the finish, if you guys saw that. And Adriano lapping up to 5th or whatever he got to. And that guy is fast.
He certainly is. But a good week for you and a good week for the team. Congratulations. We got a lot of interviews we got to get to tonight, so we're kind of got to breeze through the podium here because we got a Rookie of the Year and then the Series champion, of course. But
absolutely, I don't want to take away from their accomplishments.
We definitely want to give you your roses though for finishing second here. So shout out friends, family, sponsors. I know you got some people on the side of the car that are important to you.
Yeah, first I want to thank Chad for inviting me out tonight. He needed a couple of drivers, and he picked 2 of the best at Rogue Racing. We showed up. We finished 2nd and 3rd, so proving that quality people can be found in the community at last second with no practice. And we are very fast. And if I run this next season, I want to finish on the podium a lot more. I want to thank Votive Racing League. We race Wednesday nights starting in January. We have one exhibition race coming up on P1, December 20th at New Phoenix. That'll be at 8 p.m. Eastern Time or 7 p.m. Eastern Time, something like that.
Yeah.
Click the bell and subscribe to P1 Broadcasting. You won't miss it. I want to thank Segerman Farms in Mononk, Illinois for putting their corn on my car and fueling my car with bioethanol fuel. And I want to give a big shout out to Worldwide Technology Raceway for being a key partner for this series, hosting this season championship, and having an amazing facility. I've been there in person. It's absolutely gorgeous. You can see the arch. You can go see the Cahokia Mounds right next door, right off of I-55 in beautiful downstate Illinois. Everyone should go. And with that, and hugs and kisses my friends and family back home in Illinois, and my wife, who's downstairs, who let me step away for this race tonight. So
she's the real winner tonight. She's the real winner. Well, congratulations. Good to see you be here, and we'll catch you. Actually, you and me are probably going to be in the booth tomorrow night over on the tomorrow afternoon, and also Saturday afternoon over on the Velocity Online Racing channel. Their iconic DW12 series. Tomorrow at 3 p.m., me and you in the booth from Michigan. And then on Saturday at 3 p.m., their IR18 IndyCar Championship from Detroit. So going to be me and Clinty, more of us together later this week over on the Velocity Online Racing channel. Check it out. But congrats on the P2 tonight, man. Good to see you.
Thank you. Take care.
All right. Let's bring up Logan Spath.
Okay, I'm here.
You got...
Yeah, I already sent it to you.
Okay, I will read it after we get Logan in here.
Yep.
And it has been announced that he is Rookie of the Year, Logan Spath from Stowe Motorsports. Congratulations, sir. I know you're not a rookie. It's kind of like when Montoya was Rookie of the Year and won the Indianapolis 500. He was anything but a rookie, but still. Rookie in the series. And you don't do a lot of full-length races, but you seem to do well at them.
Yeah, thanks, Gary. The full-length races are they're really enjoyable, but they definitely take it out of you after a few of the longer ones. Definitely the ovals are a bit more mentally challenging, I'd say, especially tonight. Just being consistent throughout the entire race was the biggest difference. I could run with people, but if I wasn't hitting that every single lap, it was just falling off. The road courses are a bit more mentally and physically draining, but yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun this season.
Talk about your race today, though. Didn't look like it was necessarily one that it was, I guess, Gateway might not be in your wheelhouse. I know that you're more of a road guy, especially with your FIS background, but did you learn anything today at Gateway that you haven't applied before?
Yeah, that was the hard part. I was trying a lot of different things. Just I couldn't get the car to feel like I wanted it to feel. Like I couldn't get it was understeery everywhere, and I just couldn't figure out how to get that out of it without destroying the tires. And it was honestly kind of how I felt the whole season. It's a bit. I knew I wasn't going to be great on ovals, but it was kind of a shock going in of how bad I was on ovals. So honestly, the Rookie of the Year, I think definitely not a rookie. I would say the ovals part of it. I think I fit in there. If it was more road courses, I think I would argue I shouldn't be in here. But the oval part of it, I've never really done anything at the level of this series to compete with these guys out there. But I think Rookie of the Year is great. Finishing 9th in points. Hopefully that's up to date with what I just looked at.
Yep.
It is super nice. I take more pride in coming top 10 in this series with just the amount of ovals that are in it and how lackluster I was on in some of those races, especially tonight.
Yeah, it was the podium for the Rookie of the Year was you, Matthew Weeks, and Leighton Norgard was one for that. So, finishing ahead of Matthew Weeks is a pretty big deal. He is an oval guy. He's a former Cup Series champion here in the ERL, so we know he has a pedigree. So you definitely kind of beat out a proven commodity there in the rookie championship. So you take the stripes off. Are we going to see it back in 2025B or 2025A, where I think we'll actually have a couple more road courses that season?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm seeing where the schedule falls with FIS and going to be around that same time. I'm trying to see when the schedule will be free, and I'm hoping Thursday will come up as one. This is definitely enjoyable. I feel like the full-length races give you a bit of a different experience level on figuring out and learning the car and learning racing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping.
Shout outs, friends, family, sponsors. Anyone say hi to before we let you go? Take all the time you need. Rookie of the Year, you earned it.
Yeah, thank you guys in the booth. It's always great to listen to the broadcasts. Shout out P1 Broadcasting. Make sure to follow, subscribe to them, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and get ready for the FIS season starting up in January. Thank you to my grandparents for tuning in every single night for these races and all my other series. And thankfully throughout this entire series, it was great. It's great to always talk to them after the race. Thank you to Caleb, my teammate, wasn't here tonight, but definitely helped me through the season, helped me throughout iRacing, and definitely helps to have someone that knows so much and is so good at it to help. Thank you to my fiance for the time that I get to spend on here, especially these Thursday nights that take up the entire night. So yeah, thank you to her, and yeah, thank you to you guys again. It's always great to have a stream to have these races going.
Well, no problem. We will see you back on P1 next, starting January 8th for the first race on the FIS schedule for upcoming Season 7. Hard to believe 7 seasons of the FIS at Fuji Speedway. But until then, get your rest, celebrate, and you are the Rookie of the Year in the ERL IndyCar Series.
All right. Thank you, Gary. Thank you, guys.
Him on down. Let's go ahead before we get in the champion. We'll bring up Chad. Chad is in the waiting room, and we'll get his words from as an admin here. Chad, we'll bring you up before we get the final word to whatever Adriano sent us. He sent us some words. But we want to get your impressions of the season as an admin, and of course, won the Indy 500 this year. Was in the points championship. All the way to the bitter end. Was looking real good very early in this race, but it turned into a fuel mileage race, and that didn't seem to work with your strategy there. But still, you're so close to getting that second championship here in this league, but just didn't pan out this season for you. Talk about your season, but then also let's talk about the health of the league, the state of the league. How's that working out for you as well?
Yeah, well, I mean, first, as terms of the league is concerned, you know, I think from top to bottom, the depth is getting better every season. The professionalism between the drivers, everything that goes into what we're doing on a week in, week out. It just continues to get better. The IndyCar community on iRacing is a really tight-knit group, so it's to have a league that's successful in that group is really cool. But I mean, the on-track product is just really good. There's really no other way to say that. I just ran some of the numbers on our stuff. I mean, we were 93% of our laps this year were green. This season were green flag, which is just absolutely crazy. And I think the full distance scares guys away sometimes. But I mean, this race tonight was about an hour 50 minutes,
Yeah.
which is basically what our Cup Series races are on a normal Wednesday. So it's just anybody who's passionate about IndyCar racing and you're on iRacing, you're gonna want to do this series because it's just such a realistic series in terms of how the races play out. Thanks to you guys, bringing you guys on board this season was a huge game changer. Hopefully we can continue to grow that next season. Thank you to Warriors for Peace sponsoring our series, which is also the parity we're going to be going with our 6-hour Le Mans event here in a couple weeks. Actually a week and a half, I guess. So yeah, so that's great. In terms of my season, it's been I don't want to say a rough couple seasons, but it's really just trying to get back on form. I mean, crazy things happen in full distance races. I think I look at Richmond, and that was a tough one to swallow. Tonight, for example, I mean, I felt like I was the fastest car, and the yellows kept biting me over and over again.
Right.
And but in the past, I think I bit myself too much. For this season, I think I started to minimize those mistakes. So hopefully, next season that's something that can copy and hopefully we can continue to close the gap because I mean those top guys are really really quick.
Well, I think more wins are ahead of you. I think another championship certainly is ahead of you. And I'm looking forward to big things with the league. I want this to be the league on the Elite Racing League and ERN. I want to beat those cup numbers. We're gonna do it.
I mean,
I want to do it.
This series before COVID was our most watched, and everything happened with iRacing and IndyCar, and it kind of hurt everything because it kind of slowed the momentum down. But I think this is still our second most watched series, and I think we can. I love the competition between the series. So hopefully that helps all of the series combined. But yeah, again, I just want to thank you guys for coming on board and looking forward to next season already. And it should be a good one. I mean, the spring season's always a fun one. You got Long Beach, you got the full month of May with the GP and everything that goes into that. I do want to give a shout out to my teammates, Little Eagle Racing. They've been absolutely fantastic, awesome to work with, and a lot of my good buddies. I'll see a lot of them in May. And shout out to Ryan Schold with the Open Wheel 500. Him and Tanner, also my teammates, get with that in the fall. So you'll have our spring 500 and then our fall 500, but you'll also have the Open Wheel 500. So hopefully that continues to grow all those events. But yeah, 2025 should be a good one. If you're interested in signing up, sign up for the series. There's spots available still. So, all you gotta do is fill out the form, join our Discord. You can join through X, and we'll get you set up.
Well, there you have it. Thanks for joining us here in the booth. We're going to let you go so you can go recover for your night. This is, I was telling everybody, this is the longest non-500-mile race of the season, so everyone probably outside of the that Laguna Seca race is probably just as tired. But we'll let you go get some rest and recover. But congratulations on your season, the top 5 finish in the standings, Indy 500 win. All in all, not too bad. And we'll see you in February when 2025A kicks off at Legacy Kentucky Speedway.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
All right, let's get Adriano's last. He'll get the last word in here. Here he is, and I'll change the graphic. We'll call that the. Warriors for Peace, Indycar Series champion. This is where I wish I had a producer that would do this. But I had to type it all in. There we go. I think it just changed on screen. 2024B Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series champion. He is a 2-time champion now. That should be mentioned as well. And he will join the ranks of Henry Bennett and Alex Van de Sant again. That is some rarefied air in terms of IndyCar IR18 here on the. Doesn't get better than really, very rarely gets better than those. And have him join that doesn't get much better than that as well. And then he does have a shot, unless Alex and Henry want to register for 2025A. Alex, come on, Alex. I know you're not doing anything else tonight, Alex. But come on, man. Maybe we could see 2 guys make a run at trying to get the unprecedented 3rd championship. So let's see what Adriano had to say, and then we'll get your impressions after, Lewis. Hello, friends. Good evening. The race was tough. I didn't have a good qualifying. What he did, he qualified 2nd, didn't he?
Yes. No, third.
Third? How's that not good? How's that not good? Apparently, this man has very high standards. But I knew I would be strong for the race. The inside line at turns 1 and 2 surprised me a lot. I took it most of the laps to also shorten the track and to save fuel, which makes a lot of sense. This was most important when I had no one in front of me. I had good battles with Ethan in the beginning and with Chad. I had a bit of luck on the yellows. Yes, I was able to position myself very well with more fuel. When I was leading, I could control the pace and not get attacked. I'm very happy with the title. My championship was a bit irregular because of some equipment problems, which he did have, which we did talk about as those finishes at the beginning of the season. I believe that next season I'll be even stronger. Uh-oh. I don't think anyone wants to hear that. But I want to thank Bread King for the sponsorship. I would like to thank you guys who do the broadcast. You're very cool guys. I think he's talking about you. It can't be talking about me. But he says about next year, I will be participating next season to defend the title. I hopefully to finally drink the milk in the shoe at Indianapolis. So that is the one big thing he wants. Is he wants that win at Indy. I think to add to the other crown jewel for the series. And I want to seek the first victory there, and he'll come even stronger than this season with updates in his equipment. So he's buying new gear, people. He's buying new gear. Hey, you might want to check out Sim Motion for your gear. They're good. They supply some good. Got Sim Motion if you want to keep up with Adriano. But he's buying new gear, and he's putting the investment into getting a third championship here. So that's what he has to say. And then he says, "Have a great night, everyone." So your thoughts, Lewis, on Adriano getting the win? You've known him for a very long time. Your thoughts?
Very good guy, and really, he's a good friend. We didn't met together in person, but we didn't ever talk even in voice. But it's a good guy. Couple things. So Ben C won 3 races. Adriano won 3. 41-1, Stanley 2, Wicks 1, Inner Song 1, and Chad won the most important on the year, for sure.
Right.
And Paul, Adriano 4, Stanley 3, Hips 1 pole, Benzi 2, 41, and Chad the last one today. We did 3,700 miles and 2,200 laps on this year. So was really long race. Actually, it's like you said, it's a long distance. So today was a 1 hour, almost 2 hours. It's even closer to 2 hours. So was a good race. We talking about disappointment about the field, but we only have one yellow, I think so.
2 yellows.
And 2 yellows. Even you see, it just 2 yellows and 3 or 4 retires in the race. So was good season. I started in the Motegi by invitation for you because somebody's I forget the name. The other guy.
Derek?
He wasn't here. Yeah, he wasn't here. So
yeah.
I really enjoyed the first race, and then I continue over here, and then I beat regular. So I really enjoy to be on this side and watch all these people, especially in the Indy 500 when we have the battle on front, and Adriano almost there. I already told him should be 2025 is gonna be your. And we saw also Matthew Weeks, one of the NASCAR guy with the P1 logo, win the US 500. And today Adriano with a good performance, actually really good performance, good strategy with 10, almost 8 of 8. How many? 11 seconds, 11.4 seconds over Clendy, win the race today. So I said see you in 2025 on I forget the name. Forgot. Oh my god. Well, see you next year for sure in February when it started again, the 2025 Watersport Peace Indycar Series.
Yeah, here's the schedule one more time. We will start again February 6th, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. It's all tentative. Make sure we'll have everything posted in advance. You'll see the IndyCar thumbnails. They will have IndyCars on them, so it'll be easy to find. But we'll start off at Legacy, Kentucky, Chicagoland, Daytona with the moto configuration. That ought to be interesting. Dover Motor Speedway. We'll go to 2 consecutive concrete tracks at Dover and Nashville. Then Barber Auto Club for one of 2 500-mile races. Then the other crown jewel of the 2025 A season will be Long Beach. Then Grand Prix of Indy. Then you will see Indy qualifying like we did before. You'll see Carb Day, whether or not there'll be us broadcasting, but it will be here on ERN for sure. Then we will be back for the Indy 500, which will be the crown jewel for the entire season, but it'll be the 3rd crown jewel of the season, really. So it's Auto Club, Long Beach, and Indy are really the big 3 for the 2025 A season. have the Triple Crown for the Milwaukee, and then of course we always end up here at our partner at Worldwide Technology Raceway at Gateway there for the final race. Go ahead.
Thank you to you to invite me here. Thank you for chat for allowing me to be here. Thank you also for Dave Huckleberry to all the information today. He sent them to me about the championship and stuff. So
he puts up with a lot of my crap, so I got to thank him as well.
Yes. So it was a good season, and again, see you next year.
Yeah, and I echo all that. Definitely thanks, Chad, for keeping me in mind for the broadcast role. And Lewis, thanks for being part of it, and you will be part of it for 2025. And we want more people. You're listening at home. We've been prattling on long enough, but we want you. You think you're good at this, man? If you're one of the NASCAR drivers, you drive in Cup or Xfinity or ARCA, and you think you're good, get behind one of the wheels of these. Okay. I want to see how good you are, and I want you to come join us over here at this IndyCar Series. There should be no reason we got 20 open seats. So get on in here and show how good you are against some of the other best that show up every week here, Thursday nights here in the Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. And also watch it from home. I know there's a lot of community members that if you got your Thursday nights open, hey, man, it is hunting season is open again here when it comes to the height of competition and just bringing on the prestige is right here. It's right here, one of the best leagues here in the Elite Racing League. Get on in here, get back on in here, and show up for next season and add to that number. That I'd love to see 30 car fields across the entire season, just like we have in other series here in the Elite Racing League. So should be no excuse that we're 20 open seats. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Come on. Before we go, Adriano Pinero is your champion. Fody finishes second. Ethan Stanley third. Frankenfeld is fourth. Jordan Owens is fifth. Caleb Vinci falls to sixth. Hunter Smith is seventh. Presley Sora eighth. Logan Spath is ninth. And Craig Forsyth, another one that missed tonight's race, unfortunately. Craig finished 10th. So that is your top 10. Schold, Vandermarl, Weeks, Norgard, Indica Scarlett, who also did not make today's race. That's your top 15. Hibbs, Hayes, Herrick, Fortner, Hobson, and Mark Rebellis. That's your top 20. Saw a lot of names that we didn't see show up second half of the season that have been big here in the past. Victor Del Porto, we missed him. We want to see more of him. Hopefully we'll see more of Clindy next year. Hopefully we'll see more of Campbell next year. Marshall Stanley, hopefully see more of him next year. David Tooker. Some of these guys had some really good races, and we want to see more. Seb Alexander, again. R.C. Anderson. Brandon Trost. Come on, man. Nick DeGroot. Jacob Collins. Some of these guys that showed up. We had over 60 drivers show up for one race or another this year. Just show up again next year. Show up for more and add to the competition. I think this will be really one of the best series on the ERL schedule of events if we can get a whole bunch of people here. But, man, what a great season, and thanks for having us. Let's get on out of here. We prattled on enough, and we'll send everyone on their way home. That's it for tonight. Once again, your podium for the IndyCar1909.com 500K from Worldwide Technology Raceway is Adriano Pinero. He gets the win and the championship. Not only does he win the battle, but he wins the war right here at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Finishing second, Kyle Clindworth, and third, Brian Campbell from Rogue Racing. Hope to see them more for next year. But with Adriano winning the championship, he's going to rejoin other series past champs, such as Brian Hollenball, Chad Frankenfeld. Adriano Pinero, of course, will be a two-time champion now. Robert Molechka, Jason Brophy. And, of course, Pinero will join other two-time champions Henry Bennett and Alex Van Ascent, as he now is in rarefied air. Well, join ERN again on Thursday, February 6th. We start the championships and the champions journey all over again for round one of the 2025A Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series for the F5 Challenge. 300-miler from Legacy Kentucky Speedway. Coverage begins around 7:45 p.m. Eastern. That's tentative. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification. We'll let you know when we go live. Again, that's 7:45 p.m. Eastern. You can find everything right here at YouTube at youtube.com and the keyword search Elite Racing Network. Now, as you know, the YouTube algorithm game's not easy, so please help support ERN with the weekly grind. Leave a comment below. Let us know your thought on tonight's race. And if you enjoyed tonight's coverage, support us by smashing like in the video. If you're new, click subscribe, and while you at it, hit the bell for weekly reminders so don't miss out on more of ERN's other iRacing programming, including the Stay Tuned Sports Truck Series on Sunday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern and the MJR Grand National Series on Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. The IndyCars might be done until February, but there's still a lot of racing going on here on ERN this year, and you won't want to miss it. Tonight's race is sponsored by IndyCar1909.com. IndyCar1909 is a website dedicated to the latest IndyCar news, sim racing, and historical retrospective pieces, and home to the Turn 4 podcast. Visit them today at IndyCar1909.com. Like them on Facebook, follow them on X and Instagram, and subscribe to their channel on YouTube. IndyCar1909.com. IndyCar past, present, and future. Links are in the description. Naming rights were paid for by Warriors for Peace. Warriors for Peace is a foundation promoting peaceful change in the world to honor the beautiful life of Jack Shockley. Check out warriorsforpeace.org for more information. A special thank you to our premier sponsors, Blue Egg Marketing, Worldwide Technology Raceway, and 4D Racewear. Don't spin your wheels. Accelerate success with Blue Egg, fueling small businesses to win big. To learn more about Blue Egg, go to blueeggmarketing.com or click on their link in the stream description. Worldwide Technology Raceway is a motorsport racing facility in Madison, Illinois, just east of St. Louis, Missouri. To learn more about Worldwide Technology Raceway, to buy tickets for one of their marquee events, check out www.raceway.com or click on the link in the description. And also 4D Racewear. Check out their line of battle-tested, made-for-sim racing gloves, shoes, and apparel. Visit them today at 4dracewear.com or click on the link in today's description. Track cams for this race are provided by Whiplash Sim Cams. Whiplash is the exclusive track cam provider of the ERN and sponsor of the White Flag Lap. Get the most out of your iRacing experience with Whiplash Sim Cams. To learn more about Whiplash, like them on Facebook, follow them on X and Instagram. Keyword search Whiplash Sim Cams. Links are in the description. So for business inquiries, to learn more about Elite Racing League and what we do, visit EliteRacingLeague.com. Subscribe on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on X and Instagram. As always, links are in the description. We never let you down there. So for LGN, Luis Gonzalez Nunes, Derek Vance, who joined us during the season, Kyle Clinton, who joined us during the season, everyone at ERN, I am Gary Godsoe saying good night and thanks for watching. I know all our men and women serving in the military and as first responders, Godspeed, God bless, and come home safe. Once again, congratulations to our season champion, Adriano Pinero. Catch all of us again Thursday, February 6th, 2025 at Legacy Kentucky Speedway for the next race of the Elite Racing League's Warriors for Peace IndyCar Series. Until then, happy holidays, good night, and until we meet again.